Hello, today I'm speaking to Matthew Friend of Accenture, and we're going to talk about payments and mobile adoption in North America. So Matthew, what is the tipping point for mobile payment adoption in this region?
In North America, it's been an interesting shift for the tipping point for mobile payments. Originally, there was a big push for NFC. Now, with the advent and rollout of Apple Passbook, it's going to be interesting to see the evolution of Passbook versus ISIS and NFC. So how those two ultimately roll out, as well as the merchant exchange of the large merchants getting together, how they are really anti-NFC at the moment. The tipping point is going to happen within the next year or so, but there will be business cases for both, whether it's a Passbook and QR codes, as well as NFC. So it's going to continue to evolve, and it will evolve at a faster and faster pace as more smartphones come out, as NFC becomes more widely available and cheaper for the merchants to implement.
What payment trends are we seeing in North America?
Payment trends focused first on cards and cards replatforming, and replatforming in a number of ways for increasing customer rewards, increasing the use of analytics, in particular by issuers, getting down to the merchants to provide that extra value add, but also the looming EMV change that's coming to America as it's being really imported from Europe, as debit card companies are getting ready for it, credit card companies. It'll be very interesting to see their readiness for North America, but the span of impact that it's going to have from merchants, from issuers, from acquirers, and then ultimately the education that happens back to individuals. With EMV, it's a real consumer behavior change, not a big change, but it will be a very big change in North America for how people are used to just swipe and go.
So I'm wondering if I could get your perspective on the changing regulatory and compliance environment in this region, and of course its impact globally.
That's a difficult question. In North America, it's a complex regulatory environment, and there are overlapping regulators trying to work together more closely, in particular in a post-Dodd-Frank world, post-Dermot Amendment world, to really determine what's going to be in the best interest for the country, for the regulatory environment, for financial institutions, but in particular applying it to customers. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has really spent a lot of time focusing on customer behavior, making sure it's not just awareness, but transparency and impact to customers. So you've seen several significant actions come out from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, as well as other regulators that still have very large teeth that they can exercise. But they are working together more closely, but the fact is it's still a fragmented environment that's coming together. And so merchants and financial institutions and payment processors and the card brands have to be very aware. And then there's been a slight chilling effect as there's a growth in regulations and the awareness that they're going to over-communicate. Given some of the actions and the penalties that have come out, again, this chilling effect has caused an over-communication and transparency. So by not acting and by taking some strategic actions, the regulators have really moved the bar higher for merchants, for card issuers, and for banks to communicate greater.